Located in the central Ontario between Lake Simcoe and Peterborough is the city of Kawartha Lakes, which is roughly a 90 minutes drive from Toronto. Exploring Canada by road doesn't have to be limited to the summer season, and we all can agree that winter driving has its struggles, but it also brings with it some incredible views. We had booked an Airbnb cottage overlooking the Lake Sturgeon in a small historic village called Bobcaygeon. This is our cottage! And the view from the cottage is beautiful. Bobcaygeon is a stunning and popular tourist destination situated on the 3 islands in the Trent 7 waterway. Lake Sturgeon is a Y-shaped 25-kilometer long lake, and despite its name, the lake does not host the Ontario's largest and longest-lived freshwater sturgeon fish. It is no surprise that this area would be bustling with water enthusiasts and people during summer, but just look at this winter lake view. We just sat at the lakeshore until sunset, sipping our hot beverages and absorbing the crisp winter air. The plus point was there was no one around, and that added on to this romantic and stunning experience. Now let's head over to show you our charming cottage where we stayed for a night. This was a cozy little bunkie having a queen-size bed next to a window overlooking the picturesque lake. We honestly booked this place for the view. The room was large enough to accommodate 2 people comfortably and also had some lounging space with chairs. There was a non-functional fireplace that the host had very thoughtfully converted into a little library having some local travel guide books. There was a work desk which of course we did not use, but what we did use was the kitchenette having all the necessary appliances. I personally fell in love with this tiny little pink fridge. Just look at this cute thing. Now let's head over to the most essential space, the washroom. It was a decent sized one, and my favorite was this wall piece saying, "What happens at the lake stays at the lake." We'll leave the link of this place in the description below in case you're interested. Next day we woke up to this view, and winter is truly such a magical time of the year, and this trip made us realize how just gazing upon a body of water surrounded by quiet and shining whiteness of winter can be so relaxing. This place costed us around 225 Canadian dollars for a night, but in general, whether you are traveling with friends, family, or even pets, the cottages at Kawartha Lakes are popular options to stay, with the average prices starting $200 all year long. I know it goes without saying that on a winter road trip in Canada, you must be prepared to drive slower than normal, but you would also want to slow down to take all this gorgeous view in. Because you're in this area, we highly suggest you make a pit stop at Fenelon Falls, which is nicknamed as the Jewel of Kawarthas, and rightly so, as this historic village is situated on the edge of Cameron Lake and is a hot spot for cool shopping areas, arts, culture, and wonderful local culinary options. A quick tip here is to not visit the village on a Sunday, as majority of the stores were closed, but we found this local retro collectible shop open which had a mix of almost everything under one roof. The coolest part about this place was that all the items were priced inclusive of taxes, and we actually grabbed some interesting souvenirs that will remind us of this place. Now that we've seen Kawartha Lakes in winters, we know that the charm of this place isn't just reserved for the summers. But yes, we will return in summer to see what this land of reflection has to offer. Before we end this video, an important disclaimer is to refer to your local weather and travel advisories before you plan any winter road trip.